That man's a fascist. Shut the fuck up.
Okay, before I tear into this garbage calling itself a movie, I'd like to mention that I used this guy's face a couple of times when referring to the writers. He's not the guy who's actually responsible for writing this movie, only the director. Now that that's settled, let's get this over with. So the movie begins with Cod Beach Boss Lady landing on the proposed location of the Scarab and is informed that they are just about done unearthing it.
I've searched for 15 years. I don't want to wait another second.
This glassy scientist guy tells her that it could be just another decoy, but she's sure that it's there. How would she know this?
I can feel it.
A feeling.
I can feel it.
What follows next is an intro sequence semi-detailing the Scarab's journey to Earth. For comic book fans who know all about its origin, its multiple variants and purpose, it's an Easter egg. For the majority of non-comic fans, it poses a question. What is this device? Why is there a gold one? Wait, did it just go through an entire planet? How powerful is it and why should I care? Mystery boxes, if you will. Can't wait to get the answers on that.
No.
Oh, okay. Yay.
Next, we're introduced to Jaime Reyes, our main character. He's fresh off of college, all bright-eyed and enthusiastic to see his family after being gone for so long. We then go from the best character in this movie to the second best, Jaime's dad. He explains that even though they are facing some serious financial hardships, they should at least enjoy the moment of Jaime's return before breaking the bad news to him. It's sad, but the unfortunate reality is that most families sell an arm and a leg to make sure that their most promising child has a better future. An incredibly deep-hitting scene, especially if you're from one of these families. So the scene is then interrupted by the second most annoying character in this movie. This loud bearded cockroach is Uncle Rudy, and he will be a cancer for the rest of this film. Oh, you might be wondering, who holds the #1 spot? Well, this little shit does, but I'm getting ahead of myself. When the news eventually breaks to Jaime, because of joy, she just couldn't keep her mouth shut, I guess. He has the expected reaction.
I didn't want to distract you from school.
I could have done something. I could have come back. I could have been here.
We even get a little bit of what Jaime expected after finishing college.
I was supposed to make it out. I was supposed to get all of us out of here.
When he's low, he looks back on his past successes and the love of his family to keep him going, to always land on his feet. Sure, it's surface level character stuff, but it's great to appreciate it. Next, we are shown that Jaime applied for a cleaning lady position with his sister, working for Cod Beach Boss Lady.
Sounds like a you problem.
You know, whoever wrote this probably thought that they were being funny, but I would like to remind you that their family is currently desperate, so Joy purposefully sabotaging their jobs.
Not a great plan.
But it's whatever. It's just some gum. Joy surely wouldn't disrespect their employers and current source of income when their family is on the brink of homelessness, right? That would be stupid. Ludicrous. Damn. Next, we are shown that Beach Boss Lady is working on a one-man army security type of technology to safeguard her assets. Interesting. The fact that you need such advanced tech must mean that the threat to your company must be huge. Surely this isn't just nonsense and the movie will further elaborate on it, right?
Wrong.
Gotta take a shit, bro. Need you to be a lookout.
Wait, but the service restrooms are out there.
Yeah, and I deserve a luxury dump right now, all right? Échame aguas.
Wow! So we need Jaime to be fired and Jennifer to feel sorry for him. Oh, this Jennifer, by the way, she's a character in this movie. She doesn't matter. We need Jennifer to give him a job offer. The movie could have easily done this by having Jaime interfere with the Beach Boss Lady's private affairs. But no, we need an extra layer of stupid for some reason. So Joy intentionally puts her family's remaining source of income on the line for a quote-unquote luxury dump that she thinks she deserves for her hard work, which, what hard work? In fact, we have seen you purposefully not do your job, and Jaime has to stand guard for her.
Idiot.
Anyway.
That's what kicks off this entire movie, a luxury dump. Next we get probably the best scene in the entire DCU. Yes, I said entire. Jaime tells his dad that he feels like he failed them, keeping in line with the earlier scene. And his father tells him that he shouldn't be sad, and that this is just part of his journey, and that he shouldn't focus too much on things that don't last. He even tells Jaime that it's fine to be unsure of your destiny, that even in his old age, the only thing that he's ever been sure of is that he needs to be there for his kids. Beautiful stuff, and probably from a better script.
Yeah.
Hey, and get me a job too!
You can't even clean gum off a bench.
Fuck no.
My name is Jaime. Reyes. I'm here to see Jenny Cord.
Do you have an appointment, Jamie?
What?
Do you have an appointment?
What is happening?
Okay, so Jaime introduces himself as Jaime Reyes. The woman calls him Jamie and asks whether he has an appointment. This sentence makes zero sense because in order to call him Jamie, the woman would have needed to see his name written down where it's spelled Jamie with a J, like on an appointment. Otherwise, how the fuck would she get Jamie out of Jaime? So either he does have an appointment and she's just being an asshole about it, which again makes zero sense since it would be that boss and she could get fired, or she's hearing this movie in subtitles. The writers just can't fucking decide. So, Jennifer not being a fan of Botch Beach Lady his plan, decides to steal the scarab to prevent her progress, She steals the key card from Glasses over here and uses it to gain access to the room where it's being experimented on. Takes it and dips. Glasses then comes into the locked room and realizes that it's gone. How did he get in without his own key card?
No idea.
He then reports it and the building is immediately put into lockdown. Jennifer runs into Jaime in the hallway and she has a whole conversation with him, telling him that it's not a good time. I would like to remind you that the building was immediately put into lockdown. She then gives this piece of valuable alien tech to a guy she's known for 3 minutes maximum, meaning she didn't have an actual plan on how to smuggle out the scarab. This idiot actually just randomly woke up today and decided to take a company's most valuable possession and casually stroll out of the building, with cameras, mind you. Speaking of which,
There's been a security breach. Lock the building! Lock the building!
remember the lockdown, with the sirens and everything? I mean, you'd expect everyone who's exiting the building to be thoroughly searched, right? Right? It would only take a good metal detector and Jaime is fucked. Let's see how he could possibly get out of this. Oh, they just cut to him being back home. Well, fuck me, I guess. Jaime brings the device back home and his family is obviously curious about what could be so important to garner such secrecy, encouraging him to open it. Keep this in mind. We are going to talk about it later. So, Joy and Rudy express their dissatisfaction.
It's kind of a letdown.
The world's biggest tick.
So the writers need the scarab to turn on and attach itself to Jaime, for the movie to happen. It could easily be because of his own curiosity about the suspicious way Jennifer was acting with it. But no, that would be way too easy. Not enough luxury dump. So they have the two specific people who remark on its unimpressiveness suddenly flip a switch and now they're extremely interested in it. Who the fuck wrote this?
Acting.
Jaime, stop being an idiot. You have hands, yank it out. Oh my god, why are you shaking his head? Did you all forget you have limbs?
You moron!
Okay, to the movie's credit, the scarab latching itself into Jaime is extremely disturbing and fun to watch. It's just a shame that we got here because, people do be forgetting they have hands, I guess. Anyway, let's talk about the suit. It's pretty cool. I like the expressive pupils and eyes. It makes it feel a lot more alien when he's standing still. When he's in motion, it's more PS4 graphics, which isn't bad. It isn't bad, okay? And having him propel through the city as part of a systems check is a neat way to let us know what he can do while absolving him of all the consequences. Unlike some other films,
Shut the fuck up!
when Jaime manages to get home, he's obviously distraught. His first plan is to find Jennifer and explain what happened. His family is opposed to him going back to court or the police because it could expose his grandmother and dad as illegal immigrants. Then what the fuck was this? I guess the writers kinda forgot that Rudy even offered to destroy it.
Okay. I'm gonna use a motor, all right? I'm gonna get my drill.
Can you please keep track of your script? And we have another conundrum. The writers need Jaime to get out of his house despite his family disapproving of it. They could easily just have him sneak out, but no, that would be too easy. Not enough luxury dump. So, we'll have his grandma bring up a fucking soap opera and the entire family forgets that their son has an alien attached to his spine, allowing him to sneak out.
Shut the fuck up!
I repeat, the family turns into fucking minions and starts singing about the soap opera in the middle of the scene where they were talking about how afraid of the government they are. And just like the building under lockdown, Jaime just walks out. His father even looks at him as he walks out, then acts surprised when he leaves with the car. I mean, you can't just make this up. Who wrote this? Jaime runs into Jennifer being chased by armed guards, presumably because she was found out. Cause she's an idiot and forgot that cameras exist in her own building. And she gets into his car and they drive off. I wonder how they'll escape a car chase against a trained army with guns. Oh, it just cuts to them being back home. Oh, okay then. Fuck me. Wait. Not even one guy followed them? Oh, it's just alien tech that can go through fucking planets. No biggie. Don't be in a hurry or anything.
And did you know what was gonna happen to my brother when you stuck him with this world-destroying thing?
I want to be on the family side. I really do. But put yourself in Jennifer's Brazilian shoes for a minute, okay? You need to get this scarab out of a building while maintaining appearances. And there's this desperate guy who's willing to do anything.
You said you'd do anything, right?
Yeah, basically anything.
So you give him incredibly simple instructions.
Guard that with your life. But do not open it. Do not touch it. Don't even look at it.
Okay, I'm just gonna guard it with my life.
If he'd done his job, the job he was desperate to get,
Oh my gosh, that'd be great. I'll do anything, really.
everything would be completely fine. And on the other side, we have the Reyes. Your son was given an incredibly sketchy task by the owner of a powerful company. You want to stay out of the company's radar, not to get fucking immigrated, which you could easily do by 1, not involving yourself with the mysterious package given to your son, or 2, going to the fucking police. So what's the first thing you do? So no, fuck you all, except that, he's cool.
My men saw someone helping her.
Fucking Saw. They had multiple guns and the resources of Omega corporations, and she had a shitty car, and the best you could do is Saw. They just stood there and
Moron.
So Jennifer explains that they're going to need her father's facilities back at her old home to get the scarab of Jaime. But the keys to the house are back at the company. They park Rudy's car near the compound and break in. Keep this in mind. It might be important later. I don't fucking know. So the guards realize that someone is breaking in and notify this guy. I'm going to call him Bogman because he's basically a cyborg wannabe. Also, there's like 15 different characters in this movie and I can't be fucked to remember all their names. And a fight ensues.
Acting.
It's so clearly cardboard. The headpiece isn't even connected to anything, but it's somehow retracted in. How? Anyway, the scarab takes over his body and proceeds to beat the shit out of Bogman. It tries to kill him, but Jaime asks it to stop, and it just does. The tension in this movie is non-existent. We have another conundrum, and we know how the writers handle those. So, the writers accidentally made the protagonist too OP, and he beat the main bad guy in like 30 seconds flat. So, they kind of forgot to establish him as an intimidating threat. We could easily just have had him straight up beat the shit out of Jaime, but no, that would be too easy. Not enough luxury dump. So this is what actually happens, and you're gonna wanna sit down for this part. Rudy and Jennifer drive in from miles away, which shouldn't even be possible since they were right next to the fight. I know this because Jennifer points to the fight earlier and it was happening right behind them. So I guess Rudy drove a couple of blocks away just so he could return to the same location. Idiot! Bogman shoots at the pair of idiots, promptly distracting Jaime, who chooses to save them by running towards their car. Yes, he leaves the guy with the actual gun to keep shooting so he can run towards a speeding car to save the people being shot at, leaving me to ask, dear writers,
are you fucking retarded? But wait, there's more.
Stupid boy. You think you could beat me?
yes, in literally 30 seconds flat, without trying. What is this writing?
The love you feel for your family makes you weak.
No, his idiocy makes him weak. You aren't dead because he's a fucking idiot, and you are just saying this because it's a generic villain line. Shut the fuck up and kill him. Oh my god, how did you not notice a fucking taco truck with loud fucking taco noses with bright headlights coming at you at full speed?
How?
Okay, you're down. Now, call for backup and immediately chase them. It just cuts to the next scene and they are gone. You can't keep getting away with this movie. Stop, please.
Scarab's name is Kajira.
How do you know?
Something happened back there. It's like I feel it in my mind.
I can feel it.
I could feel it.
No, movie, you have to show, not tell. Come on. What the actual fuck? This writing 101. You don't have time for a major milestone between Jaime and the Scarab's relationship, but you had time for a fucking luxury dump. By the way, I will never let it go.
Does anybody in this town know how to drive?
What? No, you are the one driving recklessly. There's next to no one else on the road, Rudy. What is this nonsense, Rudy? Shut the fuck up. Anyway, they drive to Jennifer's home.
Like, look at this. It's like Batman stuff, but like if he had ADHD or something.
Interesting, Jaime. And how do you know what Batman stuff looks like?
Batman's a fascist.
Shut the fuck up.
So, Rudy searches Ted Cod's systems for a way to get the scarab of Jaime. How does he know how to operate his systems? Jennifer then tells Jaime that her father was obsessed with the scarab, and one day he left in search of answers on it and never came back. Rudy later elaborates on it from the files he found. Apparently, the scarab is sentient alien tech that tries to take over the body and mind of its host, and once it chooses a host, the only way to get it out is for the host to fucking die, which limits his options to
Option 1 is to become an android for the rest of my life. Or option 2 is to hand myself over to a murderous billionaire psychopath?
So he's obviously upset and promptly wonders why things never seem to go well for him. The scene is simple and fine, so you know the writers had to interfere.
Let me go talk to him. I think I know where he's going. Cabezon, wait up.
And how do you know that, Rudy? This is quite literally a mansion, and this is your first time here. You also tell him to wait for you and follow him immediately after he leaves. So, what the fuck is this dialogue, Rudy?
I knew I'd find you out here.
No, you fucking didn't find him. You told him to wait for you and followed him immediately. Oh my god, can you not write fucking dialogue? Did a little Toddler write these lines? I'm genuinely curious. Knew I'd find you here, my ass. Shut up, Rudy. Anyway, he advises Jaime on some generic hero nonsense when suddenly, Boss Bitch Lady's copter flies over Code Mansion and straight towards Jaime's home.
Wait, what?
So you are telling me that somehow, after an entire day of investigating, Boss Bitch Lady realized that they stole the key to Jennifer's house and came to the wild conclusion that they were headed not for Jennifer's house, for which the key they stole, but to some random Mexican immigrant neighborhood. Wow, what a stretch! You know, it's implied that she didn't inherit the company and her brother did because of, sexism, but it's obviously because she's as dumb as a bag of fucking bricks. Anyway, Jaime needs to fly so as to get to his house quickly and decides to endanger his life to force the scarab into helping him. Jennifer and Rudy thinks this is a stupid idea, so they scream and flail their arms around for him to stop, even though they are standing right next to him and could easily just get in his way.
Morons!
The scarab activates immediately, his feet leave the ground anyway, so he doesn't even get a chance to fall. The tension in this movie is non-existent. We then see the Code Army manhandling Jaime's family and ravaging the house looking for the scarab. The entire neighborhood is watching this happen and no one cares to call the police. I guess the writers kinda forgot that private companies can't legally put you at fucking gunpoint. Anyway, Jaime drops in, ready to face them head on, and his faceplate changes color in between scenes for some reason. What? It's my channel and I need to pick whatever the fuck I want. Bitch Boss Lady decides to test him by having her men surround the entire family and fucking shoot them. So Jaime jumps in to protect them using his wing bits. I would like to inform you that none of these soldiers thinks to just lean to the side a bit and fuck up a couple of family members. So Jaime picks a weapon and turns to one side to look at the soldiers on his right. I would like to remind you that his little wing bits have limited range, so his family is completely exposed to the right and left. I would also like to remind you that the soldiers keep shooting while he does this, but even with a clear shot, they all somehow miss. The tension in this movie is non-existent. He picks a weapon and fires it, taking out multiple soldiers, behind him leaving only 3, 1 to the left and 2 to the right, who are only slightly knocked back. But it's fine, they still have a clear line of sight to the family, so the family is dead, right?
Wrong.
Oh, they just stand there waiting for Jaime to charge up another blast. Jaime tells his family to fucking run, only to turn around and find a dozen more soldiers have spawned behind him. Let's see how the family could possibly get away of this one. Just like the building on lockdown, the soldiers after Jennifer and Bogman after Jaime, it just cuts to the next scene and the family is gone. No, fuck off movie. So they are running and some soldiers catch up to them and get Joy and her dad. Despite the mom and the fucking grandma being only a few feet away, they somehow outrun these military trained soldiers.
Bull fucking shit.
The dad also dies of a heart attack. Rest in peace, old man. You are the best thing about this movie. But I can't be sad, because in the back of my head, I know this was all because someone decided to take a luxury dump. Anyway, Bogman fires a slow as fuck claw to catch Jaime. Even though he saw him prep it, even though his suit told him it was fucking coming, but because it was off screen, it's basically invisible until it catches him. You know, if it's off screen, the characters can't see it. That's how stakes and tension works, because toddlers wrote this. So now that the family has lost everything, they decide to finally ask for help from the police, with Jennifer providing enough evidence and proof that her aunt bitch boss lady needs to be stopped.
No.
Oh yeah. That would make too much sense. And this isn't that kind of movie. So they decide to save him themselves. How, you ask? Well, Jennifer decides to give them some of her dad's gadgets, which, just like Rudy with the Beetle copter, they all just magically know how to use.
Do these things work? Some of them. Sometimes.
No, they all work fine, you liar. Anyway, apparently Nana was in a revolution once and forms the plan to save Jaime, which I guess kinda makes sense since she'd be the only one with battle experience, but I still think it's dumb.
It belongs to me. But now that you've activated it, we can transfer its code directly into the OMAC. Bummer. Well, but sacrifices have to be made for the greater good.
Well, what greater good? First, it was to protect your assets against a threat that doesn't exist. Then it was to vaguely provide a super soldier for the army. And now the greater good? Why is it so hard to clearly define her motives? It's almost like the writers didn't give her any. The Reyes family storms the base using their Beetle copter thing. And oh, remember how Jaime had this thing about killing? Well...
Watch my 9mm go bang. Watch my 9mm go.
Rudy activates some kind of knockout fat gas from the bag, making me wonder, why didn't he just do it from the beginning? All those people are fucking dead for nothing. Sincerely, from the bottom of my heart, fuck you, Rudy. Ah, fuck you too, Joy. So, bitch boss lady begins the big suck from Jaime and into her knockoff bog drones and bogman, while Joy and Jennifer get into the facility to get Jaime.
What's going on?
Oh no, the Scarab download is generating too much power. Our systems are spiking.
Say what?
The Scarab download is carrying too much power for your systems. Do you not know how a download works? Whatever. Sci-fi rules, I guess. Jaime is dying from the big suck. So it's time for the obligatory seeing your dead loved ones because you are dying. And they tell you that it's not your time yet scene. How original. Never seen that one before. And since it's sci-fi rules, downloading data somehow translates into having nanobots that make your own custom evil blue beetle suit for you. And now we can have a hero and villain with basically the same powers but different colors fight it out. How original. Never seen that one before. Jennifer Joy's plan works and they blow up the power generators, allowing Jaime to free himself. Lasser then turns on his employer to allow Jaime to escape. How original. Never seen that one before. Anyway, the Scarab is rebooting from the big suck and Jaime is in actual danger. He's saved by Nana and her machine gun that magically doesn't hit him despite firing in his general direction. How convenient. Jennifer is kidnapped, Joy is still alive for some reason, can she please die? And Jaime's mom pep talks the Scarab into rebooting faster. Somehow. Fascinating stuff, not contrived at all. Jaime kicks these guys' butts. I mean, not killing them of course, but the scene is pretty fun to watch. I'll give them that.
Oh, man, there's more.
How are you here? The hallways are full of soldiers. How do they not see you? What is happening? Why didn't you fucking arm yourself? The grandma has a fucking machine gun and the mom has a fucking rifle. No, you are dead. So there's 25 minutes left to the film and the writers need Jaime and Bogman to have their little Power Rangers fight. But Bogman and the bad guys in general already got what they wanted from him. They actually won, which poses another conundrum. And we know how the writers handle those. So they sneak in this little line.
There can only be one of us.
What? What do you mean? It has been established with dialogue and scenes that the whole point of the OMAC is to mass produce super soldiers. So what the fuck are you talking about? Why does this line feel like it's referencing a completely different film? Is it only here because it's a generic bad guy line? Speaking of generic lines,
The love you feel for your family makes you weak.
you know, you keep saying this, but it still makes no sense. A line like this needs proof and context. It's not just something people who don't know each other say. Why are the writers so incompetent? Please, stop embarrassing yourselves.
Hey! ¡Cójate estos, cabrón!
You had multiple kinds of guns and advanced high-tech weaponry, but this idiot went, nah, I'ma do my own thing, and chose rocks. Fucking rocks.
Oh, shit!
So, with Rudy dead, Jaime goes into a frenzy, beating the shit out of Bogman.
Should have finished me when you had the chance!
Correct.
Holy shit, he actually went for the kill, and the Scarab is the one that stopped him. You know, this scene would have been so interesting if we'd seen him bond with the Scarab and come to some sort of understanding. Why couldn't we have had that movie? Oh, wait, I know why. Jennifer escaped using gum, in case someone cared how she got away. Also, the bad guy wasn't actually bad. He was being manipulated by boss bitch lady. All the people he killed, not his fault. He was just a victim. Cry me a fucking river. They also kinda blow themselves up. The movie wants me to feel something, but his changing sides came out of complete nowhere. He said Bonner just vanished into the wind, and the movie just wants me to go along with it, but I have a brain, I'm sorry, I just can't. What a shit ending. Anyway, that was Blue Beetle, the most shit DCU movie ever made, and trust me, the competition was fierce. Judging from the tone I used, I think you can tell that I did not enjoy this film. Tell me your thoughts in the comment section, and if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Okay, bye!
Hey! Cabezón!
No! God, please, no! No! No!